And like my mother, because I had to get on her this morning. If you work 2 jobs Monday through Friday, tell me when you find time to get a haircut.
No, that's not an excuse.
That is an excuse.
That was my critique.
Well, that's my excuse, and I'm sticking with it. See, this is what we're going to do. I don't have time to go and get a haircut. When?
People make time for what
they want. When, Tam?
Does he not cut on the weekend?
And when do we film?
He cut all.
He
closes at 12 o'clock.
No. When do we film?
Does he close at 12 o'clock?
12 o'clock what? AM or P?
PM.
Okay.
Is he still in the shop after 12?
Hold on. Watch this, Ashley. What are we doing between the hours of now 8 to 12?
That's why I said after 12.
Answer the question. What are we doing?
Answer the question. I said after 12.
No. What are we doing between the hours of 8 and 12?
After 12.
Now, does that make sense to me to get a haircut after 12 when we're filming before 12?
Since I know that come next week, I will still need the look.
This don't last a week, honey.
Yes, it does.
This stuff. How you gonna?
When was the last time you had a haircut?
I'm keeping all of this.
Right, of course. When was the last time you had a haircut?
Sunday morning.
You
at
ain't
8
tell
a.m.
me, no, sir.
Yes, ma'am. Last Sunday, I can call my barber confirm it. Okay, he probably couldn't.
Okay, well, when he...
I went to the barber Sunday morning at 8. He's 7 days a week.
Right.
Oh. This does not last, because, feel this. You feel the prickles coming back? Yes. That does not last a week.
I've seen you get a haircut that lasted a week or two, G.
Without this album cover?
Yes.
Child, unless we in the same house and Antonio don't know that I'm there with you, that's a problem. Because this hair grows back.
Everybody's hair grows back.
Right, fast. This is rapid
everybody
fast.
says that, but the point being that there is no excuse.
Man,
you're not going to be wearing those.
We already late, honey.
We're not late.
We are.
No, we're not.
Anyway.
You're going to cut it for 30 minutes, so 30 minutes is 30 minutes. Damn.
I might keep it 45. My mama told me y'all wasn't long enough. She's like, y'all wasn't long enough.
She needed more.
She needed a little bit more. I was like, we'll give you about 15 more minutes if I can. Anywho. See, I'm keeping all that in the intro.
Of course, that's the
banter.
That's what makes
us the banter. All right, here we go. What's up, good people? Good morning and welcome to Candid Conversations, where we have stimulating conversations involving real life peoples and real life situations. I'm your boy G.
And I'm Tabby.
That's her. That's her, Lord. And welcome, y'all. Listen, we promised.
I'm the one you serve.
Listen, we promised y'all a visual. We're giving y'all a visual. I want to say thank y'all immensely for enjoying the first episode. Tab, they loved it.
All right. We're back.
We're back, baby. We're giving you professional visuals. We having fun, man. How you feeling this morning?
I'm feeling good. It is a beautiful, crisp Saturday morning.
A fall Saturday.
Fall Saturday. So, I'm a summer girl, but I'll survive.
All right. Well, listen. I feel like I get tab withdrawals when I don't see her for like a week. Because we don't do Wednesdays. So I got to get all of it.
This is why you're giving me all this?
All of it.
Okay.
Early. Because we don't have our banner no more.
All right.
So you get it here, and you're going to get it on the radio too.
Hey, the extended version.
The extended. So make sure y'all download the ATL Talks app to listen to our show on the radio. Because you can't get enough of us.
And we can't get enough of you.
There it is. I love it. Listen, we about to jump into this candid conversation. We got a guest today, Tab.
Woohoo!
We have a serial entrepreneur in here, and she's some kind of way slides in fitness.
Hey, that's so it can be done.
It can be done.
Okay.
So before we go any further, Tab wants to let me address this elephant in the room. So everybody knows that I wear this do-rag, okay? Now this is like my Linus blanket, but that one wants me to go on air without it and tell the people why.
I want you to, first of all, America, give us your vote.
Give us a vote.
Or without the do-rag.
On or off.
So that's first. And second of all, for the same reason America is going to vote with me. You look too handsome to keep covering all that up.
You know, he is handsome, however, comma. I was trying to explain to her that, listen, fellas know this. Okay, I don't shave on my own, okay, because I don't know how, all right? So I go to the barber.
YouTube videos.
Shout out to Torch Cuts, who cuts this and makes me look as extravagant as I can. Thank you, Torch. He cuts me, right?
Right.
And I was arguing with this one, Ashley, and said, you know what? I work 2 jobs Monday through Friday, from 7:45 a.m. to 12 at night, okay? I don't have time to get no haircut. Before we come on here and film this episode or these shows for you all, because we love y'all, I don't have time to get a haircut or shave. She argues me and says, yes, you do.
So
It
first of
lasts a
all,
week.
I
It
did
don't
not-
last a week.
It was not an argument. I was presenting alternative information that differed from your perspective. And I do want to point out before we go too far, you know how you told she and I not to go hand gestures across?
I
You just
did.
did that with her. So
I got
just
it.
want to make sure
But
that
that's why I'm the
calling
editor.
that out. Hey, but
That's
I'm
why I'm
saying
the
you told
editor.
us you couldn't edit
I
that
did.
out.
I
So
gave the
keep our
instruction.
hands to ourselves.
I gave the instruction.
So with that
She's
being
right.
said,
And I can take accountability.
cool. You're growing up.
So now
Good
this
job.
hand will stay here. Bam.
Safe space.
Safe space. This is what we have to do. But listen, we gonna dive in, man. Ashley, thank you for being here. She,
Thank
like
you
I
for
said, she's a
having
serial
me.
entrepreneur. She is gonna give us a quick a quick breakdown of what she specializes in, because I want y'all to utilize all of the services that you can. And I want to thank you for being here. So good morning, Ashley.
Good morning.
Thank you for being here
Thank
today.
You. Good morning, Tabby.
Morning, Ashley.
How you feeling?
I'm good.
Good.
I'm good.
You look great.
Thank you.
You
Yes.
look real college girlish.
Yeah, you know, it's football season,
Ah,
and
yes.
I have to represent for my alma mater, Tuskegee University.
Hey.
Come on,
Yeah,
Tuskegee.
since they got all my
Tuskegee in
coins.
the house.
And
Still paying Sally Mae.
no, praise God.
Okay, good.
Before Biden left office, he took care of them.
Forgiveness.
Ooh.
Thank you, Jesus. If I
on.
could run a lap, I would. But yes, that's all taken care of.
Okay.
But yes, we representing today
Got
because
that varsity
as
sweater
Tab
on.
said, it's bird rabbit outside.
Yeah.
It's cold, and I'm not ready.
Okay. So tell the audience a little bit about your brand.
My brand. So let me introduce you to the Sessions brand. First and foremost, we have Sessions Enterprises, which is business consulting. It is virtual assistant, administrative management. So things like website build, chief of staff services, automations for your systems, implementing new systems, things of that nature. And then we have Sweet Sessions, which is the next thing in the Sessions brand. That's cakes, cookies, custom treats, protein desserts, all things custom cakes. So if you need something shaped like something, we can talk about it. I may be able to make it happen. I've done a burger, like Bob's Burgers. I've done a Ciroc cake, a few different things. Third item under the Sessions brand is Signing Sessions, which is our mobile notary business. And under the mobile notary business, we also offer wedding officiant services. So
Nice.
those two go hand in hand, because you need your stuff notarized before you can be officially considered married. And then we can take it to the courthouse for you and file it while you go on your vacation.
Hey.
And then the newest venture is Pampering Sessions, where we feel like everybody should indulge in luxurious self-care. So you may not be able to get to the spa because you're working extensive hours and you can't find the time, but you still should be able to pamper yourself and take care of yourself. So that is what Pampering Sessions does. So with sugar body scrub, body butters. For the men, we just launched a beard kit. So beard oils, beard shampoo, comb and brush set. And before the month is out, we will be publishing our wellness journal.
All right.
yeah.
It's
Okay.
publishing things. So
Now, I
definitely
mean,
after
come on with
this
this
show, we
Sessions
have to
brand.
talk.
Yes, we
With the
do.
That session whole enterprise.
Yes.
We're already making relationships, which is good.
Yes,
That's what it's
absolutely. That's what
for.
it's
So
for.
what we'll do is we'll make sure that we drop all of Ashley's links and all of her connections at the bottom of this show. So you make sure you click for your need, because it looks like she got a need for everything.
Yeah,
So
she
you
got
make
you
sure you got it
covered.
there. She got you covered.
Yeah.
Some session exists for whatever you need.
Absolutely,
There's
absolutely.
a session
absolutely.
for that.
There is a session for that. I like that. I like that.
You know, Tab's a little marketing
Yeah,
genius
I got
herself.
got a little marketing DNA somewhere in the
Yeah.
on
So-
the tree.
So, ladies, now that we got all things Sessions out of the way, y'all ready to have this conversation?
Ready?
Yes.
All
I'm
right,
ready.
listen.
I'm
So I
ready.
wanted to come to you guys this morning to bring y'all a little topic that we kind of go through this every day, and we try to kind of dance around the topic a little bit. But I'm gonna go ahead and jump in.
I'm gonna
okay?
be just as surprised as y'all. So
I'm almost nervous.
Right.
Nervous. We finna have a session.
Okay.
So let me ask y'all something. Does the truth hurt? And if it does, why should it? If the truth hurts, if it hurts you, why does it hurt? And should it hurt? What you think about that, Tab?
I mean, the truth sometimes, I will say that in overall perspective, yeah, it may hurt because it sometimes doesn't line up with your expectations.
Gotcha.
Right? We have an expectation of something being A, B, C, and then here come Y, Z. And now you are really trying to figure out how to adapt. But I think that's inherent in sometimes how we are so fixated on something looking or being a certain way.
Yeah.
Which is sometimes how we miss our blessings.
This is true.
Right? Because I mean, even from relationship wise, right? We often joke about you got to have this list, and then meanwhile, other person over here not meeting everything on that list, but that's the person that's, you know what I'm saying.
And hence that's the problem.
Well, I don't know if it's more of a problem or it is a growth opportunity. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
As a kid, right, you have certain references for stuff. So you're taught that stuff should look like this.
Yeah.
This is this way. This is that way. But the individual part of you that doesn't fit into it should be this way, it should be that way, or whatever, it is inevitably going to be expressed because that's how we're designed, right? Mm-hmm. This is why, again, a lot of times people have expectations on you. You have expectations. And then life ends up, you know, being totally different. I think, what's the joke? You want to make God laugh? Tell him what your thoughts are, what your plans are. Because again, I don't want to use the word limited, but our views on things are kind of boxed in a little bit. So you don't know that. Yeah, I understand that you want to be a millionaire, but you don't have to win the lottery to do it.
Yeah.
Right? It doesn't have to come in the form of a lottery ticket. It can come in the form of Sessions Enterprises.
Right. Yes. Okay, Ashley, so in everyday life, truth hurts sometimes, but should it? Do you feel like it should?
So I think for me, truth only hurts when it was never presented in the beginning. And what I mean by that is, for example, I'll use this example because I just had a conversation with a client about this yesterday, and he was somewhat interviewing me, right? And he was asking me about my previous experiences with employment. And I literally told him, mentioned something about HR. And so in growing up, we've always been told that when you work in corporate, you go to HR with your grievances. But HR really isn't for us.
It's not.
HR is really to protect the company. So in that instance, the truth hurt because you find out that you are running to HR thinking they're going to help you resolve your issue when in actuality, they're there to resolve the issue of the company. So in that instance, the truth hurt because you found out that these people really weren't there for you to help you benefit like they said that they were. I think the truth only again hurts if you don't know the totality of the truth to begin with. So if somebody's lying to you and then they come back and tell you the truth later on, then yeah, that hurts because you weren't truthful with me in the beginning where there was no reason for you to lie. What was the reason that you chose to lie and then come back and tell me the truth? Because then I feel like you don't value me as a person, or maybe you don't value yourself if you feel like you can't be upfront and honest about what you have going on and you feel like you got to lie about it. And then when the truth comes out later on, it's like, well, you just could have been honest in the beginning and that would have saved me all this headache, hurt, and heartache because I believe what you told me, initially. Yeah. And then you come back and say something different after you either got what you wanted or whatever the case is.
Weird, huh?
It is weird behavior. I'm sure there is a clinical term for it.
Oh, I'm sure.
That ain't my ministry. So.
Diagnosis. Yeah. It's so many levels to that, right? Because when you're dealing with people who you like, talk to, everyday mingle with, friends, family, whomever, right? And some people go looking for answers that they don't need the answer to, and then you have to be in a position to where if I tell you the truth, is it going to hurt you or do I spare your feelings, right? So you have situations where I can tell you the truth, but I feel like it's going to be the delivery of the truth. You know what I'm saying? Like it's that kind of a level for me. So like I see that these drugs are harming you, or I see that your gambling is a problem, and I'm telling you the truth, and then next thing I know, your ass is locked up somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Or I'm trying to tell you, but I'm also being a human enough to like, okay, should I sugarcoat this? or should I be delicate when I deliver this information? You get what I'm saying?
I do, but I think the thin line on that is truth actually can be very subjective because it's coming from how you see me. So you're saying, let's just take something as obvious as drugs. Okay, yeah, we know drugs can kill you, this, that, whatever. At the same time, my experience for the reason I'm doing it, for you to give me your take on, okay, well, I don't think you should do it because it should kill you or whatever. I mean, if I really wanted to go there, everything can damn kill you. Right?
So if I'm seeing the physical effects, we just using this drug thing as an example. I'm seeing the physical effects. I'm seeing that you looking like you about to die, a zombie, a walking apocalypse. It's hurting your decision making. I'm not supposed to say that because it's from my perspective.
No. I didn't. But it is still your perspective, and your perspective could be spot on. So that's not even to say that your perspective is not correct. My point being that if I'm in it and you're giving me your outside view on it, which is really what you're still giving me, none of that actually matters until I decide that impact is detrimental to my existence, right? In interventions, you can have people go into the what do you call them, rehabs and all that other stuff. But if it is not my truth, then you can talk to blue in the face. It has to be something that I have adopted. And again, that's not to say that we won't forever. I'm still going to give you my truth. So that's not going to stop me from interacting with you or giving you information. But I think what I'm learning more and more as I'm on my growth spurt, we're looking at how people are moving and deciding to do different things, especially in light of some recent events and within my own family. It's a thin line, though, on how I'm going to really tell you how you should express your life.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know what journey wilderness you're supposed to go through to get to wherever you're going to get that may make you be who you are
supposed to be.
You know what I'm saying? Who you're destined to be and things like that. So, and I think it's going to continue to be a thin line. Yeah. And you're going to continue sometimes to skirt over the line, cross the line. But at the same time, for me, it really does end up being, where do you share, your perspective on it, but at the same time, still really knowing that it's your life expression that has to play out.
Okay, let's flip it for a second then. Let's talk about the unnecessary lying, right? Why do we feel that we have to lie unnecessarily? What is that about?
Who determines unnecessary? Because if I lied, it was necessary.
No, it's not.
Why is it necessary?
But I'm saying, okay, first of all, we lie for self-preservation. So
no, I know I get that, but what is the point?
The point is to preserve the ego.
That's some bullshit.
It can be your perspective on it's a bullshit, but I'm saying that every expression is me deciding that that's how I wanted to do it. So when you say a lie, now I could say sometimes, well, I didn't want to hurt G's feeling, right? But that's still to protect. Yourself? Well, but I mean, and I can believe it, right? But it's still to protect me being in a position where if G started crying, I don't know, you know what I'm saying, how to handle it, or I don't want to handle it, and all those types of things. So when we say an unnecessary lie, I might choose to, hey, this is what it is, how I go there. But anytime somebody is using that, is it necessary for their purpose?
Absolutely.
So to be fair, I get where Tab is coming from because I have dealt with people who will lie to cover up what they have going on because they may not want to stand in their own truth at that point, to kind of bring us back to where we were earlier, right? And but that's not a you problem, right?
It's not.
Right.
That becomes a them thing, right? But for me, I don't have the time or the energy to lie. Because that's something I got to keep up with.
Right.
I can barely keep up with the things I got to do, and you want me to keep up with it?
Unnecessarily.
I got the time.
You got to sit here and keep telling them.
I don't have the time or the energy for that. But I think for me to kind of circle back to, where you were asking about should you give the truth and should you sugarcoat it and things of that nature. I think sometimes when we go into a situation, yeah, we want to give the advice or we want to give the truth of what we are observing without knowing all the information. So what I sometimes will do is take a step back and ask, how did we get here? Ask the person that how did we get to this point to where you are doing X, Y, and Z?
Yeah.
You know, to cope or whatever the case is, because a lot of times some people may not recognize that they have gotten that deep in. Sometimes, not all. Sometimes. What is this look?
I know, right?
That's insane.
What's insane?
Here's the issue that I have. I get everything y'all say. I totally agree 100% with y'all. Self-preservation, all the things. But what's the point of just volunteering just bull lies? Like,
yeah, I feel like that's some diagnosis. That's some diagnosis
like, that is
happen
crazy.
But I mean, it's crazy
Habitual,
for
whatever
you,
you
depending
want to be.
on my intent on what I am going to get out of it. The same reason why you are a person that doesn't drink, right? So for you to see somebody drinking the way they drink, especially sometimes into a stupor and all that other stuff, you'll never connect with the point of that, right?
Right.
Because that's just not something that you do. But no person does anything that they don't get something out of.
That's true.
So whatever I'm getting out of it,
I guess I'm trying to dig, like, what is the,
but
like,
it
the
doesn't
ground zero point of it?
It
Like,
doesn't matter. Like, for example, I could have lied one time and then got some applause or something. So when I say this, I get this kind of thing.
Right.
The thing that everybody likes that gives them that
The ooh-ha-ha
that yeah, or to keep on doing it, right? Sometimes
lie.
your thing, like for example, your thing is sarcasm.
And so is yours.
But see how defensive you got real quick. See,
I
rest my case, America. But that's my point, though. Everybody has something that they do that they get a type of good feeling out of it. That addictive adrenaline out of it that makes me want to keep doing it, regardless of whether it's good for me or not. Like me and fried chicken.
Baby, you would never let it go.
I just know plans in the near future.
The future's never ending. I don't know. I think when I just I think it kills when I know that you're lying, and I'm sitting here like, oh, so you gonna lie to my face? Okay, that's cool. But don't expect me to believe you here 4,000, and because I can't, because I know that you're lying. I have a receipt that you're lying. I've seen you do it.
Calling people out at that point.
That's what I'm saying. And then you ask them why.
What's the impact to me, right? If you're just lying because, again, I know that if you open in your mouth, chances are you're lying. Then I value what impact is it to me. Like, okay, you lied and said this. There's no impact to me. Why do I care?
Truthful. Okay, so let me ask you this then. So when it comes to business and work relationships, and you know that people are lying, in positions of power, they lying instead of what's coming down the pipeline, you know how many folks going to get laid off, all of this stuff, the company might be in the tank. Are we in a position to let people know? Or are we in contractual obligations where we can't say?
That situation is a little different. Because with that, you probably do have contractual obligations that won't allow you to do certain things.
Yeah.
And so I think that situation is a little...
Okay. Now what about relationships then?
I mean, but it's still the core of who the people are. Right?
No, and that's correct.
I can have contractual obligations, but I can tell you stuff without lying. I still
correct.
I don't have to lie about it, right? But at the same time, you have to look at, again, the impact.
Yeah.
Because if I come out here and tell you guys, okay, the company is tanking tomorrow or whatever like that, chances are everybody gonna get up out of here and leave and stuff like that, depending on what the business is and all that other stuff. And maybe you should or whatever. But some of the things that impacted the company tanking may not have been intentional. It may not have been us stealing and embezzling and all that other stuff. It could have just been, the economy, whatever the situation is.
Correct.
So I think that you have, again, it's a thin line between the choices that people make to disclose information, to withhold information, and things like that. But most of us are built with antenna to kind of see stuff coming. You know what I'm
just
saying?
choose to ignore it.
Ignore
You
the
choose to
signs.
ignore it, and then when it comes up, you're
Then you
holding
wanna
it
be
to a
mad.
certain standard.
Right.
To why I didn't tell you sooner.
Exactly.
But then sometimes I can tell you sooner, then you're questioning me about that. You know what I'm saying? For example, some information was revealed, and it was like, hey, some additional information will be coming out soon. I just didn't go ahead on
And tell
tell
us things.
But see, had I just told you, well, you had to give us time. You should have gave us time.
Yeah. So oddly enough, we come with intenders. You should know these things. Just like when people tell y'all and show y'all themselves in the beginning, and you dummies choose to ignore it.
Wait a minute.
Why?
Start looking at the signs,
why do I have
people.
to
No, I'm
be
just
a
joking.
dummy?
I'm
And
joking. You
I
know,
can
I'm
just-
Angela say, when the people show you who they are, you better believe them.
You can believe them at the same time, though. You also have the ability to believe in the goodness of people, because you can't have this forgiveness, this whole religious type of thing,
Come on,
and
somebody.
then people are put in a box where I can never get out of that box.
Goodness, yes. Definitely see the goodness in people. But we get hung up on seeing the potential in people, or what we think is the potential in a person.
Right.
And then we think, oh, I'm going to get with them and they're going to do all these things,
so that's
and
your,
X, Y, and Z.
So your assumption is, I feel like they'll be a great person. I see the potential in them. I'm going to hang on to it. Then they still showing you who they are in the process.
Well, I'm still going to watch your actions now.
But everybody doesn't.
Right. But even when a person is not watching their actions, that's what we talk about. You're telling yourself a different story.
Right.
This is what's going on, but then in your mind, something else is going on. So I guess again, I'm just gonna have to go. I'm gonna have to write something called other than there's a thin line between how do you, again, how do you give somebody a chance, but at the same time balancing with what you're seeing and actually experiencing.
It's the thing, because like if you have a heart like ours, we're some good people, like, and you want to see the best in people. And for me personally, it was more so I'm an only child. Thanks, Mama. I appreciate you. But I would grasp on to relationships and ignore all of the fucking signs. Like, I would see them all the time, like, they taking advantage, they're using you, and you just the dummy to fall into it. It wasn't until I got to a super grown age that I see it now. It's like, you know what? I don't have to tolerate that. Like, I will, a split of a second, I'm good. Because I'm not taking it no more.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Well, but that's a human thing.
It is.
You could be in there with 20 kids, 20 siblings, right? Your response to your environment is going to be all about how you listen to all of the things that go on with you. Because Tab could be totally different with Ashley than she is with G.
True.
You know what I'm saying? Same Tab, but you know what I'm saying?
Different.
Like, well, but you handling G like this, but then when you're around Ashley, so I know that it's there. You know what I'm saying? And things like that. But I think it's the stories that we tell, to Ashley's point.
To ourselves, or just to the
both,
whole situation,
but definitely to ourselves.
Absolutely.
Right? So.
Well, in addition to the story we tell to ourselves, I think when we look at the whole potential thing, I was looking at something online the other day, and the guy said when you're looking at the potential of a person, what you're really looking at is how you would handle that situation if it was you.
Yeah.
And the potential that you could bring to that situation. And it doesn't necessarily mean that person is going to ever live up to that was in your head. And when I heard that, I was like, it put some different perspective on things for me, because when I was younger, I definitely looked at people's potential, and I was like, oh, you got the potential to be, my first boyfriend had the potential to be a pro golf player. He had the potential. He had all the stuff in front of him to go get his pro card and do all the things. I saw the potential. You think he did anything with it?
Yeah.
Did not do anything with it. Could have been an amazing pro golfer.
Right.
But I saw the potential. I was looking at the potential.
Yeah.
He was not.
I mean, and who am I to be like, I can tell you about it and say, hey, I see you doing A, B, and C. I see you sitting on top of tall buildings and running a couple of businesses. But if you don't see it in yourself, then that's the issue. That's the self-preservation. You got to see it in yourself. Now, I can push you. I can tell you. I can say, hey, Ashley, you're going to be you gonna be, what's that lady name from The Devil Wears Prada, got all the business and money? You
Oh,
gonna be one of
girl,
I
I know
never
you're
seen the
talking
movie,
about.
but I hear her name all the time.
Meryl Streep, but
Yeah.
I don't remember what the name was she played.
I can tell you, I can see, when I see Tab, I see greatness. I see it. I see this book being in Atlanta and New York's best time seller. I see Tab doing major things with her platforms, right? But if she don't see it, now I can nudge her. I can be like, hey, I need you to get in front of these cameras and let people start seeing your face. Hey, I need your voice to do whatever. Hey, I need people to see who the author is of this book. And Tab be like, I just want to write the book.
But I feel Tab.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I definitely feel
I just want to write it.
But I think that's where you come to a medium, though.
Yeah.
Right? You have to come to a balance and say, what do you want? Now, that's what I've gotten really good at asking people, because I realize sometimes that I'm living your dream more than you are.
Yes.
So now I have to pull back and be like, okay, so wait. What's your vision of how this is supposed to be?
And she's asked me that question.
In that manner, right?
She's literally asked me that question.
Next thing you know, I'm over here living the dream better than you, and it's your dream.
Right. She's asked me that question when we started to launch our business. She's like, okay, I know you're the head, so what is your vision? And she's very supportive of the vision. And it's coming. But listen, we out of time because we got to get ready to transition to radio. Okay. We ain't get enough. I feel like we ain't get enough because it could have went on. But that's all right. We going to have some fun anyway on the radio. So y'all make sure y'all tune into the radio show that we're, when you get this episode, the show will be happen. But we want you to come back for sure.
Of course.
And have some more dialogue with us. Tab, where can they listen to the show if they wanted to listen?
Talks, the app.
That's right.
And on Close to Media.
Yes, that's correct. So with this episode, we're going to put it, of course, on YouTube. And if you want to download the Cluster TV app, independently on I call it the Black Netflix. Because that's Captain Dr. Daryl Davis runs and owns Cluster Media. Go ahead and support that man. It's a free app with thousands and thousands and thousands of movies on there and original content like this. So you can go ahead and download that app, or you can click YouTube and we'll be there as well. We appreciate y'all listening, taking time to take out some time with us today. I can never get that shit right at the end.
And I did say ATL Talks, didn't I?
You did, but that's the right app. That's the right app. You can download that one too.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he's done. Okay.
Yeah, so you can download. You're right. Follow your first heart because I got faith in you. I see the potential.
You see the potential. Okay, I'm ready for some kinetic energy.
All right. So listen. Here's the thing. Now, my co-host, she got a book. Tell them real quick.
Books, but the initial release will be He Said, She Heard.
That's right.
Volume 1 playbook, where logic gets flagged and feelings win the game. Coming soon.
I like it.
Now, when did you have time to come today? This is my first time.
On your draft.
It's on my draft?
Yes, it is.
I was so busy in the book. It's a good book, y'all. And I don't even like to read like that. I like audio stuff. I don't like to be reading. Yeah. But that's a read.
Simple read.
It's a simple playbook.
Simple read. One of 4 playbooks that'll be coming out.
You heard her. 1 of 4. Mm-hmm. This is the first one. Mm-hmm. I love it. All Things Sessions. Give them a quick recap. Sessions. All Things Sessions.
The Sessions brand.
Yes.
The Sessions brand, Sessions Enterprises, business consulting, and virtual admin work. What did I say next? Sweet sessions, cakes, pies, cookies, all the things, dessert, signing sessions, mobile notary, wedding officiant services, and pampering sessions, all things self-care.
Right, and all of this information for the Sessions brand and our book for our author over here, He Said, She Heard, will be located in our bio. So you can click on it. Make sure when you go start doing pre-sale copies for your audit for your.
Listen, I am working that background work, which is why I got to talk to you when you mentioned the website.
Okay.
That back end work on getting things to make sure that when you click download, it's available. And then also, I did get up with a print company that'll have some reasonably priced print copies that we'll do as well. So I want to wrap everything up this week.
Okay,
that is the goal.
And I think you will because I see the potential.
That's the goal. We're going into potential is what could be.
Yeah.
Going in what is.
Yes.
Okay. Well, it's happening.
The words got power.
It's definitely happening.
Yes.
So I will say this: I'm extremely proud of you, and I'm extremely excited
Well,
about
thank you.
this book.
Thank you.
And
You've
I
been an
love it.
amazing cheerleader.
Yes, and I love that we are on this journey to expand our horizons and expand our brands, and it is so fun. And Sessions, I really appreciate you too for the morning affirmations, the morning gym sessions, the morning talks before we get out of here. Thank you so much for being here.
No problem.
And I love that you come on out here and be on this platform because you already doing big things out here. So
I keep saying I need to take the word trying out of my vocabulary.
You're doing.
I am doing.
Right.
You are right, because your words have power. So yes, I am doing.
And I've had some of the Sessions cookies. The protein cookies were amazing.
Yes.
I haven't had the
had
other
body
stuff.
butter.
I got body butter too. Yeah.
I need to bring you some scrub.
Okay.
Next.
I got body butter, which is a good thing because it keeps the skin looking good, as you can see.
Yeah, we need your moisturizer.
Yeah. So
especially with the weather changing.
Does it work for the dome?
She got a beer. I don't know, but
yeah, it does. I do have a client who uses
she's trying to be very shady right now.
No, it's not shady. It's bright in here. The trees. I was just asking. I was asking for a friend.
I ain't got nothing to say. I'm gonna let her have it because she's a woman. Listen, y'all. Thank y'all for being here. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment. We love class participation in here, and I wanted to make sure we get this gift of a visual for y'all because life has happened. Well, we can't do Wednesday nights anymore, but now you have animation over there to my far right. Animation, that's her. I love y'all, man. Y'all be safe. Tell the people bye, Tail.
Bye, people.
We'll see you next time. Peace.